Interesting.
Oh, this is interesting. Oh, this is the Metal Gear reference.
Oh?
The bandana skull gives you infinite ammo.
Oh, I've got that one.
I don't know if that gives you infinite grenades.
We'll find out.
Alright, I'll turn that on.
Right. This is a name I've heard in passing so many times.
Mm-hmm. 343 is 7 cubed.
Gotcha.
This is slightly relevant for the next game because we meet another entity like Guilty Spark.
The last transmission from the captain's dropship was from this area.
Oh, wow, it actually showed both of us in the Pelican. That's interesting.
When you locate Captain Keyes, radio in, and I'll come pick
Interesting.
you up.
Oh, yeah. Yep, we have infinite grenades.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Okay.
yes.
So if you come back here, there's actually some stuff we can pick up. I thought.
There's a big pile right here. Is that it?
These are shotgun shells.
Okay.
There
so
should
that means
be-
there should be a shotgun somewhere.
You would think. Oh yeah, there's an apocalyptic log playing at this Pelican.
Oh my.
Oh crap! I'm gonna have to be a lot more careful
It's
about
okay.
that now. All right.
X-Man.
So the gist of the log that's playing at the Pelican is that Captain Keyes went into this structure and they encountered something that was not the Covenant.
I see.
And that's all that they were able to radio out.
That seems bad. I thought we were supposed to stop him.
Yeah, that's the point of us coming here. We've got to
Well, I
stop
think
Keyes.
we're late then.
We got to stop Keyes from accessing this place.
I feel like we have already failed in our job.
I mean, there's still time.
I guess
Nothing-
we'll find out.
Nothing bad's happened yet.
I'm sure. Wow.
I have no... Oh, go up this tree. So I mentioned this level is the second worst in the game. There's nothing in there.
Gotcha.
The good news is, immediately after this level is the worst one in the game.
Oh, good.
So, it can only go up... It only goes up from there.
Hey, are they all running away from this place we're walking into?
Oh, yeah. The Covenant are scared of
Well,
something.
That seems bad. That seems bad.
And they've all abandoned their turrets.
Took a moment to get the button to activate. Alright. Well, we have infinite ammo. That seems handy.
Yep.
Alright. Let's do this. Those men are living dead. Do. Very much loving this. Right.
If we were playing any other level, I would actually be trying to turn off infinite ammo. But for this level specifically, and probably the next one, it's actually going to be very helpful.
I'm okay with this. I like guns.
Let's see. Okay, it's not this one. There's a certain room I'm going to need to point out at some point.
Okay.
we'll get to that soon.
Which way is...
Oh, here we go. This might be it. So, yeah. Here we go. The Covenant barricaded themselves in this room. And then, in the original graphics at least, you could tell that they were killed from the inside.
Interesting. Well, now they're definitely dead. Okay. Hey, this game finally figured out colors.
Yes.
Okay.
It's this way.
Gotcha. I
Yeah,
saw
yeah.
a big glowing red door and figured, oh, that must be the one we need to open.
So I've got a lot of lore to get through because I forgot to do all of it last time. Oh.
Stay back! Stay back!
Here's
You're
our-
not turning me into
I
one of
will be
those
stuck.
things!
So, there we go. I'm
I'll blow
coming.
your brains out! Get away from me!
Here's our friend.
Ah! Don't touch me!
I can fix that.
I won't be like you. I'll die first. Find your own hiding place. The monsters.
He shot you. I had to.
So yeah, last time we left off talking about the Master Chief's augmentations and how he's
Yes.
basically unkillable.
Yeah, that seems pretty impressive. Explains how I keep coming back from death.
And also I mentioned that I got to explain how the suits don't do a thing.
All right.
So basically, the augmentation process leaves the Spartans psychologically sterile.
That's a certain sentence.
They have no... Oh, good grief. I need to stop throwing grenades.
I will never stop throwing grenades.
Good arm.
See?
Yeah. So they have absolutely no sexual drive, and they probably can't reproduce because their brain won't respond to it. So no, the suits do not jack Master Chief off.
Well, I feel like they would have to at some point just to prevent any kind of weird discharge in this thing.
We
I mean,
do
tell me
know.
I'm wrong.
We do know it does recycle his waste.
Okay, so it could.
In theory. But it wouldn't have.
I'm just saying it's already got something at that end.
It would. So yeah, the Spartans are. They're just Halo's super soldiers. They do anything. Oh, there's Jenkins'
Am I
helmet.
supposed to know Jenkins' name?
No.
Okay, cool.
It's only relevant for this cutscene.
Just checking.
And so, the Spartans were created to quell rebel activity in the outer colonies, and shortly after augmentation, the augmentation phase of the Spartan 2 program was completed, they got a break, or the UNSC got a break. They managed to track down one of the military strongholds that the rebels were fortifying. And what they really, really needed was to capture the commander that was operating this, not really fortress, but this stronghold. Problem was, if they just threw in a bunch of ships and tried to assault it conventionally, the rebels would just run away and they'd never get a second chance.
Wait here for the captain and his squad.
So it's the perfect job to test the Spartans' abilities.
Okay, let's move.
They got 5 or 6 of them together, the best ones that they had at the time, including Master Chief. and they manage to smuggle
Which is
6 of the
weird,
Spartans
right?
onto the rebel
look at
stronghold.
Something scrambled the inside.
And this is where they start building their
Plasma scoring?
reputation, because
I don't know. Maybe
this
there
was
an accident.
a hollowed out asteroid with a population of at least 1,000 people.
Like a Covenant patrol. Badass
And
dudes.
the
All
Spartans managed to infiltrate their way to the point where they managed to capture the commander and then fight their way out and exfiltrate, basically without a hitch.
That sounds pretty impressive.
Right. Well, let's get this.
And
door
this
open.
is before they
Okay,
have their
sir.
superpowered
Looks
armor
like this
suits.
Covenant worked pretty hard to lock it down.
Just do it, son.
Yes, sir.
And basically, the Spartans just keep doing impossible missions like this. You send a small number of them into a heavily fortified enemy area, and they complete the mission objective, and everything is fine.
And
And
so far, everything looks fine in here.
and then the UNSC gets a distress call from a planet known as
Got a
Harvest.
bad feeling about this.
Boy, you always got a bad.
What was
feeling about
happening
something.
on Harvest was
What's going
first
on,
contact with the Covenant.
But it seems to have gone poorly, given that we're currently in the human Klingon
Corporal,
war.
do you copy? Over. Mendoza, get your ass back up to second squad's position. and
Yeah,
find
so,
out what the hell is going on. Have time for your
the
lip,
Covenant
soldier. Give you
found
fire.
Harvest and seemed like they wanted to contact us
Where's that coming
peacefully.
from, Mendoza?
I don't.
But there was a race that we haven't seen yet that decided that we were a bunch of wimps and just decided to kill us for not being real men, essentially.
Sergeant, we're surrounded.
Huh.
Damn it, Jenkins. Fire your
And
weapons.
we'll encounter that race in the next game, and they will still be causing problems.
I see.
Get back here, Marine. That's an order. Jenkins.
These are animated curiously.
There's a reason for that.
Huh. So that is intended and not just the animation skipping around. Okay.
It's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
Gotcha.
All right, so this is the flood.
All right. Well, I guess we're gonna go this way then.
Actually, we can't get out of this room yet.
Oh, even easier. I got some health though. Do 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 do. Well, they blow up real good.
Yeah, these ones actually blow up hard enough to detonate adjacent little monsters.
That explains why it's just doing a whole batch at once. Cool.
So yeah, you can actually get a really good chain reaction going if you're lucky.
Nice. Do 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 do.
All right, here we go. Now we can leave.
All right, let's do that.
Also, we get to fight combat forms.
Oh. Well, if they blow up too, that's even. Oh! I blow up too.
Yep.
Diapered again.
Oh, I see what's going on.
Oh?
When you die, you drop your grenades. And then I threw a grenade where you were, and then it set off all the ones that you had dropped.
Nice. Alright.
So yeah, these small guys are called infection forms, and the big dudes are combat forms.
Huh. Alright.
And then we'll also see carrier forms in the next level.
Alright. So we're just getting out of here now.
Oh yeah, it's the mission objective is run. Run for the hills.
Whee!
Oh.
Again. Ooh, he breakdanced.
Nice.
Okay, so this door... Oh, that broke now, so we can't go
Okay,
that
fine.
way.
Yeah, I forget. I think we go this way.
Gotcha. So when I was talking about, hey, you know, we're not going to have to just run through whole levels in reverse, didn't expect this.
Well, this one's short.
That's fair, it was short. There we go.
Well,
Now this is going to get wild. I have the sticky grenades.
well, I think you always had those.
Yeah, but I forgot what the button was.
Ah, that's right.
All
Okay,
right,
where are we
which
going? This way.
direction? Yeah, I think it's this one.
All right, now that we're out of the cutscene.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems to be this one based on all the heat signatures. I'm just treating this like a alien level.
It's actually a motion tracker, not a heat tracker.
Well, that was alien too, so I
That's
screwed up
true.
the reference. Game over, dude. Game over.
There we go. Now I'm back. Okay, I think we need to go up.
Red.
Yes, we need to go up.
Okay. Ah, right. Stacks on stacks on. The jumping physics in this game are incredibly odd.
They're a little wonky, yeah. Ooh, what's this? Oh, it's nothing. Thought it was a terminal.
All right.
Oh, well.
Guess we're not finding that lore. Threw a grenade on it.
I mean, none of the lore that you get from the terminals in this game matter.
Oh, even easier.
So a very important thing to know about fighting the Flood. Melee attacks do basically nothing against them.
Got it. Oh, this is not the way we want to go. I guess
So
it was
yeah,
the way we wanted to go.
first contact at Harvest between humans and the Covenant went extremely poorly.
You see.
And the big problem with this is that the Covenant outclassed the UNSC in technology in every conceivable way. Their ships have energy shielding, so UNSC cannons can't actually hit them very well.
Gotcha.
Their plasma torpedoes just burn straight through UNSC armor, completely bypassing the protection.
Well, that's not good.
Their slip space drives are so accurate they can basically do pinpoint jumps within systems.
Hot damn. So why are we not on their side again?
Because we're basically not able to.
Got it. Because, I mean, it seems like when the Dominion show up, we're going to want them.
Unfortunately, the Covenant basically represent most of the other races in the galaxy.
Oh, that's a problem.
Like, I'm not actually aware of any other contacts that the UNSC has made.
Huh. That man had a spine once. Alright, so which way are we going?
I think the way you just came out of.
Oh, okay, that's easier.
So yeah, humanity can basically only win against the Covenant when they have a 3-to-1 ship advantage.
I see.
And
We need to build a lot of ships and Syrg Rush, if you'll forgive me. Sure.
And
that's racist against aliens.
and the Covenant has about 10 times as many ships as the UNSC.
I get the feeling we have chosen the wrong side in this war.
I mean, we didn't choose anything. Okay.
Okay.
This is the one that goes up.
Let's hit the button and find out. Thank goodness. Because we could really use one of those right now.
This is Echo 419. Chief, is that you? I lost your signal when you disappeared inside the structure. What's going on?
And you want to
down
pick us
there?
up? That would be
I'm tracking
lovely right
movement
now.
all over the place.
Yep. Oh, nope, these are our people.
Yeah, I
There's-
realized that halfway through a bullet.
Yep. There's just
Good thing I
magically...
used trigger and not grenade.
Yeah, there's just magically allies here now. That we didn't pass on the way in.
Are there enemies back here?
Oh, yeah. So the UNSC basically fights a losing war against the Covenant for about 20 years.
Okay.
And more and more planets keep getting glassed, which is where the Covenant just fires plasma until the surface is completely carbonized and covered in glass.
That makes sense. Good term for that, actually.
And the only part of this that doesn't suck is that the Spartan 2s in very specific engagements can actually get wins against the Covenant when nobody else can.
Okay, so we need to make like 20 more of those.
Specifically, when they were getting their first armor suits, the Spartan 2s managed to infiltrate a Covenant capital ship in space, get to its reactor core, and blow it up.
That seems like a good decision.
Mm-hmm. And this is also where the first of the Spartan 2s died.
Oh. Okay, that's a problem.
It was, I forget his number, but it was Sam, and it was he was Master Chief's best friend.
They're always the best friend.
Mm-hmm.
It's never the guy nobody liked in the squad who dies first.
Oh, there's humming going on. Here we go.
Something happened.
Greetings. I am the monitor of Installation 04. I am 343 Guilty Spark. Someone has released the flood. My function is to prevent it from leaving this installation, but I require your assistance. Come, this way.
Yep, here's this
okay.
asshole.
Chief, I've lost your signal. Where'd you go? Chief! Chief!
So, we have it on this installation, but we didn't just destroy it? Because it's very destroyable, and it seems like we have a countermeasure.
Destroy what?
The Flood, I guess they're called?
Oh, no, you can't destroy the Flood.
Oh.
You can only ever contain them.
Any reason for that, or?
They are... So, minor spoilers.
Yeah, if we're going to hear about it, no need to tell me.
Well, we're not going to hear about it in this game, is the problem.
Got it.
But minor spoilers, the Flood are from outside of this galaxy.
Okay.
And they are such an advanced species that they can turn entirely mechanical AIs to their side using something known as the Logic Plague.
Huh. That's a bit wild.
And so the Forerunners called them the Flood because there was nothing you could do to stop them.
Huh. That's a wild one.
So yeah, here's 343 Guilty Spark just hovering in the air here. You don't have to worry about him at all. He's totally not an ancient human that has a grudge against us for screwing up the galaxy.
Good. That makes one of us. Okay. How do we do that?
What the?
Can I make a running leap at this thing?
No. We have to fight our way up this entire building.
Yeah, it didn't work. I got that pretty again.
Oh, yeah.
So we need to follow Blue Boy. Got it.
Yeah, we need to follow the dumb floating orb.
I'm getting the sense you don't like this character.
Who constantly insults us.
No, he hasn't been insulting me.
No, that was an impossibly bad throw. Jeez. There we go. Okay.
Nice.
Now you're back.
Okay.
Okay, so
Second.
I can get you to respawn. I just have to not advance at all and hold a single position until I kill everything in sight.
There you are. I'll start following you again. Well, I lost track of the green guy.
He'll be back.
Okay.
Oh, here he is.
Nice. Okay.
I am a genius.
Green go.
Yeah.
Green
Did
means
you
go.
did you hear what he said?
Sealed automatically. I will go
I will access the override to open them.
No, before that he was humming to himself and just said, "Oh, I'm a genius."
I mean, he's doing more work than I am, so he might be right.
He has the capability to let us bypass the entirety of this level.
It's the first of 10.
And he
Okay, first
he
portal of 10.
Yep. Yeah, the Guilty Spark totally isn't insane.
Despite the containment protocol.
When is an AI in a shooter not insane?
I mean, Cortana's not insane right now.
The fact that you already had a response about right now is a little worrying.
Mm-hmm. But we don't have to worry about that for like 6 games. It's fine.
Cool. Well, I'll try not to go insane. We're not technically robots, so I guess that's...
Yeah, we're not robots.
I'm gonna get into this. Big old light seems good.
Yep. So the Human
okay, it's a
Covenant...
lift.
The Human Covenant War goes on for about 20 years, and every engagement the humans have with the Covenant follows the same pattern. They manage to amass enough ships to get a very slight advantage and inflict a minor blow on the Covenant forces. And they manage to get the Spartans in to disrupt ground troops long enough to evacuate whatever planet they're on. At least usually they evacuate it. And then the Covenant appear in hundreds of ships, more than they had previously, and everything gets destroyed.
Okay. That seems bad.
Flood activity has caused a failure in the drone control subsystem.
And this happens over and over
Please continue on. I will report
until
back.
there's only about 24 of the Spartans left.
Mm-hmm.
So for the whole time this is happening, the UNSC has no contact with the Covenant leadership. So the idea they have is they will gather the remaining Spartan 2s and essentially outfit a fast ship that can basically operate on its own for extended periods and try to just follow Covenant ships until they find the Covenant home world, invade it, and try to force a peace treaty by kidnapping Covenant leaders.
Seems like a less than amazing plan.
Well, it's the only shot they had, essentially.
Oops, typed it again. You'd think at some point I would stop putting the sticky grenades on the guys who were running directly at me like this was Serious Sam.
It's a hard skill to master. I can tell you that from personal experience.
Also, I confess I really just like throwing grenades.
Mm-hmm.
Please wait here.
This door started opening and then shut.
Yep, I saw it.
And really, that opening is low enough that a Spartan 2 could just jump up there
I feel
and
like
climb
we could
through.
Jump this, yeah.
Especially with two of us here.
Yeah. Who knows? You done, buddy? Thanks.
And then there's one engagement where the Covenant are studying something. It's very strange behavior.
Okay.
I believe the name of the planet was Chichetti 4, but that might have been where they got their suits. But yeah, there's one planet that the Covenant invade that they don't immediately destroy. And so the Spartan 2s are sent in, and they discover that there's this weird artifact that they found that they're studying. And Master Chief and his squad managed to grab it and get the hell out of Dodge. And eventually,
For the war.
well, what they managed to find out is that this artifact contains coordinates. And but they're not sure where they lead, because it's a part of space that's completely unexplored by the UNSC.
Gotcha. This grenade hopped up like an exploding alien. That's pretty cool.
Your environment suit should serve you well when the flood begins to alter the atmosphere. You are a good planner.
That was ominous.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a statement that's going to be curious. Also, so these guys are just budgeting the many.
The Mini?
The many. System Shock 2.
Oh, I haven't played System Shock. Oh yeah, and the operation to use the Spartan 2s to kidnap Covenant leaders gets named Operation Red Flag.
That's very on the nose.
Yeah.
Was well conceived.
Cool, there's a cutscene, so you're going to be good. Oh, I don't like the name of this cutscene.
Mm-hmm. This is the worst part of the worst level.
All right. You have my attention.
Yeah, the Spartans get piled up on the Pillar of Autumn, and they get ferried off to Reach, which is the UNSC's last stronghold. And then, all of a sudden, the Covenant shows up at Reach.
That seems like a problem.
Yeah, there was no warning that they even knew where Reach was or that they were advancing in that direction. So, the Pillar of Autumn has to engage in fleet combat for a while. And the primary, not the primary, the bulk of the UNSC's remaining ships basically gets destroyed in one battle.
That's not good. It's not good at all.
Yeah. So, Reach falls, and it's something like 10 light years away from Earth, so practically on Earth's doorstep. And now the Covenant are there and control the whole place.
Well, that's not amazing for us.
So after the Battle of Reach, or rather the Fall of Reach, not much of a battle, Cortana has to enact something called the Cold Protocol, which is something they enacted very early in the Covenant War, where you have to jump out of the system through slip space in a randomized direction so that the Covenant won't learn where Earth is.
Huh. All right, so this at least sounds reasonable tactically.
And the coordinates that Cortana chooses to use are the ones that they got from the alien artifact that the Covenant were studying.
Got it.
Because
And that
they,
takes us here.
yeah, then they match the requirements for the Cole Protocol, so she decides to use them and make a blind slip space jump to wherever they lead. And that brings us to actually, the coordinates bring Pillar of Autumn here to what's called Alpha Halo.
Got it. So I'm going to guess there are a few halos.
Yes, there are 7.
Oh. That's a lot of Halo. I guess it makes sense. There are sequels.
Actually end up being more than 7 overall, but we'll get to Halo 3 and Halo Wars 2 in a little while.
That is certainly a sentence.
Oh dear.
Hey!
There's an assault rifle not having a good time.
Thanks, buddy.
Please stay close. Time is short.
Yeah, no thanks to
Working on it,
you, jerk.
I don't know. He showed up with a bunch of cavalry.
Okay, I'm behind you still.
Yep. I'm waiting to hop on this time.
God, this level is so much easier with another person.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Tools,
Ooh.
guns, keys to super weapons.
I'm into it.
Alright.
We could probably use one of those right now. So is every one of those little titles a new level, or just like a segment of this one?
It's just a segment.
Okay, so we are still in the library.
Yes. This whole place is the library.
It doesn't really make sense as a library, given that there doesn't seem to be any kind of data.
Well, this is where the index is stored. That's what we're going for.
God.
Our own we're preparing your vessel. Nature belongs
Hmm.
to intelligence.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, it doesn't seem amazing.
Yeah, the Flood are trying to repair the Pillar of Autumn to take it off the ring.
That does seem like it will be bad for everyone. Ugh.
Well,
At least we're just past the checkpoint.
yeah. Well,
My coffee and I are wishing you good luck.
I'm just gonna try to book it.
It's not a bad plan. It got me through multiple levels.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Nice.
Okay. That's the end of it.
The energy
So is this the
barrier
index?
surrounding the index will deactivate when we reach the ground floor.
I guess so.
Not quite. This is the thing that's protecting the index.
Hmm.
You may now retrieve the index.
So, like, Cortana's still in our suit, right?
Nope, she's gone.
Oh, got it.
She's still in the control room.
Got it.
Protocol requires that I take possession of the index for transport. Your organic form renders you vulnerable to infection. The index must not fall into the hands of the Flood before we reach the control room and activate the installation.
I suppose
The
that
Flood
makes
is
sense.
spreading. We must hurry.
Oh, that seems like a bad name.
Mm-hmm.
Last time you asked me if it were my choice, would I do it? Having had considerable time to ponder your plan, my answer has not changed. There is no choice. We must activate the ring.
So that is a reference to something that happened in Marathon.
I will simply find another. Still,
So is this supposed to be Durandal?
give your construct.
No. It's,
That's not going to happen.
I think Guilty Spark got the memories of a different AI that was Durandal.
Okay. Because I know we escaped that universe at the end of Infinity.
Yes. Oh, I immediately fell off.
All right.
Wow.
Go this way, right?
Good job, me.
Looks like that's the button.
So yeah, the Sentinels are no longer our friend.
That's okay. I can take care of this. I have grenades. And the Covenant. They're my friends now.
No, they still hate us.
I don't know. They seem to be helping me. See?
Yeah, you didn't let your shield recharge.
If the ship's
Harrowing.
fusion reactors are still relatively intact,
Is it? Seems to be okay.
I haven't located the crash.
Don't go up there.
We need to buy some time.
Oh, okay.
In case the monitor or his sentinels find a way to activate
Oh, do we
Haven's
need to
final
get down there?
weapon
Okay.
Without the index.
Yeah, we need to go steal a
The
Banshee.
machinery in these can- Let's get moving. The nav marks our target.
If you right-click, it fires a fuel rod cannon.
Nice. Oh,
And if you-
I
if
don't
you-
hold the up button, it does not.
If
continue
you hold
flying.
back, it hovers.
That's a handy thing to know. Alright, that's probably covered. That worked.
Yep. I'm gonna need some healthy after this.
What's that?
I'm gonna need some healthy after this.
Maybe a little bit.
That's the
Alright,
pulse-
so as soon as you step in there, both of our shields are gonna drain to nothing and we have to fight our way out.
We need to interrupt the pulse generator's
Okay.
energy stream. I've adjusted
Alright,
your shield
so
system so that
go ahead and do it.
an EMP burst to
Cool. Oh, did you die?
Yeah, it's okay. Somehow I respawned even though you're in combat.
It turns out I'm actually so much of a coward the game doesn't consider what I do combat.
Mr. Chief doesn't fight, he just runs away.
Yeah. Mr. Chief is well aware that there are other skills in this galaxy, and he'll tell you what they are later. Yoink.
That's what I'm calling the first episode, by the way. The Adventures of Master Chief and Mr. Chief.
It's a good descriptor.
head through that door. That's the way to the next canyon.
I see you also quickly learned the art of just ramming the Banshee into the ground.
Well, it's a lot better than taking fall damage.
Oh dear. Alright, so now we have to follow the arrows backwards.
Okay. First, I'm going to wipe out these guys before I run into the generator core or whatever.
That's not for a while.
Cool. Yeah, that didn't go so well for you, did it? Just run up to the guy with sticky grenades.
To be fair, they also have sticky grenades.
Yeah, he had one on his torso. I gave it to him.
I think there's some invisible ones here.
Not for long, there aren't. Ta-da! I fixed them. Now we can see them all over the walls. Whoops.
So yeah,
That worked a lot better in my head.
now that we have gone through the history of the UNSC up to this game, there's a big question, which is, who the hell are the Forerunners? Why is this the first we're hearing of them?
I mean, I presume they came earlier. That's kind of what that name means.
Yes and no.
Okay, so time travel.
No. Humans.
Okay, so they came before.
Humans and Forerunners technically existed at the same time.
Okay. So
It's just they didn't
really
call
old
themselves.
people.
It just they didn't call themselves humans yet.
All right. So less old people, but like Brampies.
Yeah, I guess. So basically, the Forerunners were invaded by the Flood. They came from outside the galaxy and threatened to basically take over this entire galaxy. And the
Is this
first,
like that one Star Trek episode?
not quite.
Okay.
And the humans showed up in the Milky Way, and they just started attacking everything in their path. And the Forerunners were like, whoa, 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 what the hell is happening here? Because it became very clear from the tactics the humans were using that they weren't trying to conquer territory, they were running.
Got it. Anything we were particularly running from, or?
Yeah, we were running from the Flood.
Oh, okay. It was really dumb of us to let it out. Ow.
Well, we didn't.
Seems really dumb of the guys we met to let it out.
Yeah, that's what was happening, is humanity came in and was running from the Flood. So that's how the Flood got to the Milky Way in the first place. Uh-oh. And then the Forerunners were like, oh, this is really bad. And by this point, the Forerunners didn't have a military.
Ah, one of those advanced species.
Yes, although not for the reasons that you would think, because the Forerunners themselves aren't a goody two-shoes race. They dissolved their military voluntarily because they genocided a species so hard they got wiped out from their own memory.
That's pretty sick, to be honest.
And we'll
That guy.
we'll get to that other species in a while because it's not relevant yet.
Okay. How did that dude run so fast a grenade came on him? That's kind of wild. That guy has a rocket launcher, and why do I not?
I mean, you could just take it. Oh,
Whoop, it again.
you can just take it from him.
Well, I'll do that next time. Suck shit. Oh, those are falling towards us. Well,
Good plan.
that worked a lot better in my head. I thought they were gonna stick to the
Goodbye.
walls. Ooh, oh, my body did some gymnastics on the way down.
That just ended very badly for us.
Yeah, but now we're at the bottom.
Ooh, Warthog.
Gonna blow up a tank by circle strafing.
Oh no!
What just happened?
Wow, I'm glad I caught that on video.
Where in the hell is a banshee?
Two
But
of
it's
them
not
are right where I
flying,
am.
it's shooting. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I see something. You're right. Let's just hop in those. That seems really convenient. I have to get it from behind, like some sort of laws of physics. I thought this was just like a JRPG treasure chest that I could click from any direction. I think I'm a firm believer that games should not try to be realistic by and large.
Mm-hmm.
I want my games to be incredibly stupid and make no sense on any kind of consideration because it's much easier that way.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
I can get into the Banshee from any direction.
I
and
got
I
in
can
a
open the chest from behind. And what's up?
I got in a dogfight with a Banshee and lost.
Gotcha. Well, I'm going to blow up everything in here before I step into the shields go away button.
That's a very good plan.
All right. Now I'm going to do this.
There's still enemies on the motion tracker.
Well, now they died too.
No, they didn't.
Overloaded. One more to go.
They're absolutely dead. I'm looking at corpses right in front of me.
You're shooting at things as you're talking about it.
They were corpses on my screen. Maybe it's lag.
Come on, shields. Alright. I'm going to retrieve my rocket launcher.
You should do that.
If I can find it. Okay, there's my body. Oh, and there's my rocket launcher.
Hey, everyone wins.
Alright. Are you spawned?
Nope. You're in
Okay.
combat.
Oh. There's nothing around me. Oh.
Now I'm respawned.
Alright. I'm gonna go get the car.
Okay.
If I can. Oh yeah, it's right over here.
I'm going to just solve my problem the old-fashioned way. If the tunnel's big enough for a car, the tunnel's big enough for me and a flying gunship.
Mm-hmm.
And this way I don't have to deal with these stupid road bumps again.
Oh, it spawned me in the air right behind you.
Good news, you can hit this button.
Oh, I think we're about to have a bad time.
Why is
Yeah, that's as far as it opens.
that? Gonna get this thing through it.
You almost got crushed by your own Banshee.
But I didn't, and that's what matters. Ooh,
Oh,
that's a lot of guys. You're welcome.
I threw a grenade and then you stepped right on top of it.
Yeah, I was taking them with me.
Oh,
Kamikaze. I had to detonate it somehow.
oh.
How would you have handled that?
Ugh. Ooh, healthy.
There's a health kit if you need one. Yeah. Which direction am I going in? This one?
This way.
Got it. The other way. This would have been great if we had the flying door thing.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I don't see why that door broke and this one didn't.
Yeah.
Also, I don't see why that door broke and this one didn't.
Yeah. So yeah, the Forerunners had no military, and the Flood came into the galaxy. This was very bad.
Seems like it.
So the Forerunners had to rearm.
Like
Which-
some kind of bionic commandos.
Took as far as I know, took about a century. And they also had to develop some super advanced AIs to try to figure out how to defeat the flood.
So how'd that go for?
Well, remember that thing I told you about the logic plague?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about how well it went for them.
Makes
The
sense.
AI that was assigned to study the flood, to figure out how to defeat them, got turned by the flood to their side.
Seems like a problem.
This was called mendicant bias, I believe.
I see.
Also, I died.
Well, good news. You're about to respawn somewhere in midair.
But the rest of the AIs figure out that there is no way to defeat the flood. You can only contain them. And the best way to contain them is to starve them out.
All right. This tracks. There you go. See, I told you you'd show up.
So the only way to do anything about the flood was to destroy all sentient life in the galaxy.
Okay, so this is Mass Effect.
Kind of. There's nothing about robots and oh god damn it.
You just told me there's AIs.
Yeah, but there's barely any of them, and the conflict isn't between humans and AIs until the end of Halo 5, which is one of the reasons I hate that game. Sick trick, by the way.
Thanks. I'm actually getting really good at riding in a ghost. Whoopsies. Well, I guess we're gonna do this the old-fashioned way. Eat shit, pig.
And so the Forerunners built the 7 Halo rings, which, when fired simultaneously, destroy all life that has sufficient sentience and biomass to sustain the flood.
I suppose that seems like as good a plan as any.
But they knew that the galaxy would need repopulating after this. So they built things called shield worlds, which are essentially pocket dimensions.
Okay.
And so
When I was in the control center. Unfortunately, each jump requires a rather consequential expenditure of energy.
Something tells me I'm not gonna like this.
That
But
doesn't
I'm
sound
pretty sure
good.
I can pull it from your suit without permanently damaging your shield.
That also
Needless
doesn't
to say,
sound
I
good.
think we should only try this once.
Do it.
Yay! Now hopefully we're going to new levels.
I have bad news.
Oh, damn it.
The Covenant network is absolute
Well,
chaos.
half of it's new.
From